dog in my seat. Good morning. What's up, dirty plant hoes and all you dirty plant enthusiasts out there? It is I, Raquel, your plant madam. We're just screwing around today in the plant area. What's up, John? And I'm getting some props ready. Look, just setting the scene for what we're doing this morning. We're just gonna be hanging out for a while. I'm gonna be getting some props ready for the end of the month. I might do a couple of repottings while I'm out here. Here we go. But that's about it. Just chilling like a villain today. This is Louis, or King Louis V. Isn't he precious, little baby? Oh my God, he's so precious. Oh, I've been racking my brains also. Good morning, Andrew. I've been racking my brains about, because the Dirty Plant Hoe Purge is coming up at the end of the month, right? Good morning, Tim. And the number of dirty plant hoes is growing. I think now we're up to 20. So it's definitely gonna have to be a decided number of plants that I can commit to shipping for that month. And then we'll have to do, like, for whoever shows up in the live stream to do the trade, we'll do a roll call, and then we will do a random number selection from the roll call for order of who just, you know, whoever wants to pick what for the plant trades. So good morning, Stacy. Good morning, Led. Oh my God, they're knocking my thing around. Good morning, Shield. Good morning, Casey. Good morning, Steffica. I am like losing it this morning. I haven't had enough coffee. Good morning, Stephanie. Yeah, really, whole roll call. That's the only way we're gonna be able to do it, because I don't, like, physically, I don't think I can ship out that many plants. I know I can't financially, but I don't think I can physically either. That's a lot of plants. I don't even know if I've ever purged that many plants at once. I don't know. What? Good morning, Nut-O Squishy. How are y'all today? I've had a really hard time getting my shit together. Ooh, that comes out really fast and burns my lip. And I've been listening to, good morning, Emily. I've been listening to the Pink Pony Club, the Plankton version of it this morning while I was getting ready for everything. So I've been rocking out. I've been jamming out with my clam out all morning out here. I have a big ass, damn you! It's acting like it's overloaded, but it isn't on the thing with it, the light isn't on the plug with anything else, so I don't know how the hell it would be overloaded. Maybe if I plug it up. Oh my God, I don't have time to do all that this morning. I do not have time. I know, bub, I know. So I guess I'm just gonna sit here for a second while everybody settles down. Everybody's on the floor playing around and everything. You got your Summer Glory and Gloriosum rectangular pots yesterday. Oh, cool. Oh yeah, like the long ones? That's cool. I brought my hair clippy out here because I know my hair being down is not going to last more than 15 seconds. All right, baby. All right, you done sniffing? Okay. So I don't know if you guys saw the live or not, but we went to the grand opening at the Sea King's Tropical Place and spent way more money than what we should have. Oh my God. And I don't know if you can see the orchid. It's behind me. I'll show it to you. I'll show you. I'll do like a haul of all the stuff that we got at Sea King's Tropicals because it was way more than we should have got. And I was the one being responsible. And I tell you guys, that's how it happens all the time. Casey does the bait and switch thing with me. I'm not complaining because obviously I got some cool plants. But he'll always be like, no, you're going to have to narrow it down and pick one. You're going to have to narrow it down and pick one. Like, you can't get two. You only need to get one. I'm like, okay. So then I get my mind, like, into that zone. Like, okay, I'm only going to get one. So I'm going to go look around and see which one I'm going to take home. And then before we left, he was like, well, I'm getting this and I'm getting that. And I'm like, all right, you're way off from where you were. Good morning, Zooey Mama. You were personally disappointed there wasn't a bigger haul? Oh my God, like I feel like I got a ton of crap. What's up, Parker Allen? So the orchid that I got, it's right here. And it's gorgeous. Oh no, I just hit the damn light with it. Oh my God, did I break it? I don't think I heard it. I did a poll while we were live shopping to see should we get the dark red one or should we get the bright. There was this one. Let me put the camera up a little bit. And there was also like a bright red one. Sorry, didn't mean to palm your face. And I thought that was so freaking gorgeous. And it's definitely my care style because you can see these big bulbs right here, like a Codex, like they store water here or whatever. So I'm thinking this will be pretty good for my watering habits. Let's keep our fingers crossed. It says that it's a oncidium orchid. So yeah. Does the oncidium smell? Because we used to have a yellow one that smelled like cinnamon. I don't think it has. Like I've tried to smell it several times, but I'm pretty sure that like I'm actually getting air through my nostril today because the past 2 days I haven't been able to like move air, so I wasn't sure. I've been really stopped up the past couple of days. I've been eating bad food for 2 or 3 days, so like my sinuses are all whacked out. I'm not gonna hit the light going back down. You can't even really see it back there. I put it back there so maybe you could see it, but it's too far away to see. Yeah, lack thereof watering habits for sure. Can't take hubby to the grocery store. I end up with it. No. Like Casey's almost not allowed to go to the grocery store for that same exact reason. Budget who? He doesn't go. He spends a lot of money if he goes to the grocery store. I have to do most of them that. I know, right? I'm curious, what's the company it's from? Is it Fantasy Orchids? No, Tim, this is one that I picked up at Seeking Tropical's grand opening that I went to on Saturday. And I also picked up this guy. This is Casey's purchase. I didn't do this. This is what he did. It's got like all the care stuff on it. But we got this Adansonii aurea. And these top leaves don't look like they're variegated, but they are. It's just like hard to see. It's hard to see, but when you get like up close to him or whatever, that's, you know. So he's gonna be putting this in the aquaponics system, and obviously I'm stealing some of it to bring to the Etsy shop and everything like that. So that was the second thing that we got. And I'm keeping that in a rehab tote so that we don't, just for a while, just a rehab tote for a while. And then I got this little dude, which I've never had before and I've never killed one before. So I love it when we do that, when we get something brand new. This is the wiener cactus. I'm not saying the P word, I might get demonetized. I've already had one of my live streams get demonetized because of my potty mouth. So I'm not 100% sure how I'm gonna do this. Oh my God, I think they're pretty easy to care for. The bulbs will wrinkle when they need water. I figured that, Parker. So that's why I was like, yeah. Once I saw like the little water reservoirs, I was like, yeah, we'll be good friends. You're in love with the Monstera in the background. Yeah, that's the very top cutting of my Aquaponics Monstera from the plant room. And we're gonna do another one on the other side. It won't be as pretty as that one though. I really love it. You're afraid to ask, but did the Monstera aurea make it? No, it didn't. And actually, once I cut the top cutting off the aurea, it never put out variegation again. So that was pretty much it. I had a bottom leaf that was in the pot, like it was a node with a leaf coming off of it, and that leaf was variegated. but every single like lead or set of nodes it put out from after the time that I propagated it, it was all straight green. And there wasn't no amount, like I was blasting it with light and I kept cutting back the green stuff, but it just never came back. And then I got so frustrated with it, I was just over it and got rid of it. I know you got it at Sea King. I was just curious if you knew the company. No, I have no idea. It doesn't say anything on the pot at all. Wiener is worse. I don't know what's gonna get demonetized. I can't believe I got demonetized. I was thinking like, cause it didn't specify. I'm guessing it was foul language though, cause I mean, what else am I doing? I'm not doing anything here. I thought they were supposed to be more stable. Well, I thought they were supposed to be more stable too. And I think I don't know if it was just one cutting that I took off of it or if it was two. But either way, it didn't seem like very much. And yeah, it just completely stopped putting out variegation. No, I did not sing to it, Shield. I cussed at it a lot. That may have been the problem. I did cuss at it a lot. So that could be it. The baby leaves variegation and then all green. Yep. That's pretty much what happened. Yeah, so I got this one. I think that's it, all that I got though. I love it that he's got like a little baby one coming off the side. That is so freaking cute. I love this. I can't wait to get like a specific little pot to put it in, although it is pretty cute. It won't need an up pot for like, what, 3 years or something like that. And then I'm trying to remember, did we get anything else? I don't think we got anything else. What's up, Christy? Yeah, he's waving. I thought it was so freaking cute. Like, I thought I was going to get a booby cactus when we went in there, but that was until I saw that one, and it was so little and cute. And the prices I thought were really great. Like, I'm not trying to, like, blow smoke up that store's ass or anything, but I thought the prices were really good. I think all the prices are really good now anyways, so who knows? I was watching some of the old videos of Casey explaining the aquaponics or whatever. I just don't know how you can put that much weight on the tank. I feel like I'm going to crush my fishies. Well, the tank in the plant room is big. It's like 75, maybe more than 75 gallon. I'm not 100% sure. And the tote that's on top of it is a heavy, it's like an XXL heavy duty tote. And you have to have one of those because otherwise if it starts filling with water and you have a tote, the tote's gonna go like this and bow out. So it has to be a really heavy duty tote. And then underneath it, it's supported by 2x4s so that, you know, the tote's not just like balancing, it's actually supported by some 2x4s. And this one, these little planters are really light here and filled with leca, so they're not bowing or anything. I don't think we'll crush any fishes, but it's not complete. Hey. Let me give you a list of things we're not gonna do today. Come here. Come to me. Come to mommy. Put Ark in. I'm gonna put you away. 1 year basis for comparison is COVID prices. I know, right? But that also, it does make me feel like I'm getting a steal everywhere I'm going. For sure. You just repotted a bunch of plants. Yeah, I've got some stuff out here. I'm being lazy so far. I haven't gotten up, but I got to repot the Gloriosum that I got. I got to repot the Ring of Fire because, ooh, they got thirsty. Look at that. It's just deciding when it wants to. I'm getting upset. I'm getting upset. Oh, you went outside before it got. That's a good idea. I have to finish up school shopping. My boys start in just a couple of days back to school. Actually, Wednesday morning, and I don't have everything yet. Who's shocked? Raise your hand if you're shocked in the chat. I don't have everything yet. And we're just missing, like, I need to go get them some breeches. So we're going to go to the mall and get some, like, pants or some shorts or whatever. And I'm missing just a couple of items for the school supply list. So I've got to get that knocked out today. And I'm just so overwhelmed thinking about it. I want to throw up. I don't want to go do it. I don't want to deal with it. And I'm going to have to fight the rest of the last minute crowd. Me and every other last minute mom out there, you know. Good for you, Christy. Her prices are awesome. I wish I lived closer. The plant shop near me doesn't joke around with prices. Oh, yeah. Don't think she'll last long. I hope so. I hope she does. Like, it's gonna be hard though. This is not a huge town, but it is off the interstate though. So if you're driving through, it's literally 10 minutes off of the exit. So maybe she'll be able, you know what I mean? Because it's right off the interstate. She can get some through, like if you're going through here, stop in and look or whatever. That's what I was thinking the other day. I wish I lived closer to you. I have a rickrack cactus that is super thick and glossy. I would have sent you some cuttings. You had your eye on one. Well, yeah, I'm always looking at the night blooming cacti varieties. I love that stuff, and it's also really hard for me to kill that stuff. So yeah, I'm always looking for stuff like that. Good morning, Lily. Yeah, when a plant shop closes, it's like an angel dying. An angel losing its wings. It's really sad. I'm gonna lose it. Does it just not work anymore? Oh, you piece of shit. What am I gonna do? Stupid thing ain't working. Piece of crap, piece of crap. You're just a piece of crap. Oh my gosh. That's all I want is good lighting, and I can't get a freaking light to stay on. And with all this shopping that I've done and all this back to school crap, I sure as hell I ain't paying for another light. Those lights were really expensive when I bought them last time. That's why we're using a shop light and we're making do with it clicking on and off. Good morning, Jessica. What's up, Katie? You have a huge queen of the night. It's going so crazy. You're kind of overwhelmed. Really? Just cut it back. Cut it back and propagate. Here is my Gloriosum. If that light will stay on, I don't have to murder anybody. That I picked up from Westwood Gardens. Looking very cute, but whoa, it dried out really way too much. It actually drooped quite a bit and I got scared. I come in here and I was like, oh shit. Right back into collecting plants and I'm almost gonna kill something I just bought. That is not a good start. I don't know where the thing is. Okay, here's the pot that I picked. I know this pot is not ideal, okay? It should be bigger than this. However, I don't have any pots that are bigger, so we're just gonna have to go with this one. Go get you a coffee. Go get you a coffee. I got my boy down here already starting snoring up. I have 2 fingernails that are probably going to be popping off of my hand at any moment. I tried to use some Top Coat polish and like put it up underneath my nail and cook it for a second before I came out here, but really, in all reality, that's probably not going to keep it on. I brought my little thing out here just in case like I need a Benadryl or a puff off my nerd juice inhaler. You never know. I just bought a cute pot. You just brought a cute pot home and the drainage hole didn't work. What? I go between back and forth with the drainage hole stuff because sometimes I'm really thankful that things have a drainage hole. And sometimes I'm just like not feeling it when things have a drainage hole, and I don't know, I go back and forth. Sometimes I want to have one and sometimes I don't. Most of the time I don't, to be fair, because I water so infrequently that when I water, I want all the runoff to go into the bottom and just kind of stay there and kind of get further soaked up. And when there's holes in the bottom, I always have to worry about the runoff when I'm watering and stuff like that. So I guess I can't commit to being team one way or the other, but I'm definitely gonna say that I utilize both 100%. Yeah, man. That's pretty much the only thing that kept things alive was having a water reservoir, like the thing in the living room. So yeah, I lean towards no hole, just for that reason. In itself, I've got my potting mix here. You guys have seen it before. Just Leca, Miracle Grow potting soil, perlite, orchid bark, your regular run-of-the-mill stuff. I was thinking about also, I'm just going to be doing random stuff on these lives. I'm going to be doing a bunch of experimenting, okay? Like a bunch. So after, which I don't know if I'll have enough energy today, but I was thinking, because I've been watching a bunch of tutorials this morning on StreamYard, like how to do StreamYard, and like how to go live and how to put your own picture in picture and stuff like that. And I'm going to experiment with probably at some, maybe not this week because it's so freaking hectic with the boys going back to school, but maybe next week we'll experiment with like, I don't want to say like a reaction because I don't really see it as a reaction channel, but we may have like watch parties. Does that make sense? Like other plant channels like Material or something like that, or when they go and they I don't know, just weird shit. Like I don't know, I'm still brainstorming. Oh, dirt dust. It's gonna give me the black lung, I know it. I'm still kind of experimenting with the thought, and I'm definitely going to be downloading StreamYard and all that stuff from my MacBook and see if I can figure it out. I'd like to try that a couple times. I'd also like to do, I was thinking about doing my nails with you guys because God knows I'm going to need to do them at some point. We've already done my hair, so it's not like we can't do stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I'm worried about the sound of the drill when we're doing, if we do nail stuff. I'm not going to get dirt in my coffee. But I figure, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. That's what the roots look like. Very healthy, very white. Lovely. Yeah, this is like barely a change in pot size. But I need the insurance because it was completely full in this little. And that little dude, he definitely needed to be upgraded. Also thought about doing like, whatchamacallit, like literal try-on hauls, like when I go, because sometimes I'll get, I used to do it on my other channel, Rachel's So-Called Life, but I need to focus all my energy on one channel because God knows I can't deal with having to. But I was thinking about doing try-on hauls where I literally set the camera up in my bedroom and then go try on the dress or whatever that I got and then come show you guys what it looks like. I don't know. It's 2024 is the year of experimentation, and that way I'll really know like 2025 where I'm really going. I'm excited about the StreamYard stuff though, because I think that will be the most fun thing that we can do. It's like a watch party where we can watch something together. I think that one seems like it would be the most fun. Good, Lily, hit it. Tim, no progress affiliated. Don't get me demonetized. You're selfishly a fan of plant chore days because it gives me an accountability buddy. No, you ain't gonna get me demonetized. No big deal. It's me. It's my mouth that gets me demonetized, not anybody else's mouth. It's just my mouth. Too many F-bombs, slurs. Just kidding. Just kidding. Everybody calm down. Everybody just calm down. That was easy because there was barely any dirt that I had to put into it because it's not really a big enough pot. I wanted to bring a pitcher of water out here, but I'm pretty sure I've used up all the friggin' pictures in the whole house just doing random like chores and shit. I have lost all my pictures. Very nice, very nice. So I'm gonna use this one right here. Oh, this is good. It's holding a cutting. Here, I'll put it down here. Ugh. I took another cutting of my Monstera that's on the wall. Scooch that over. This is what that looks like to kind of get the other grow bed started. It's got a weird, like a sideways looking little crotch there. Really pretty. That was the second top layer, so it's gonna go over here on this side. That's because I need like an insurance policy that more of these monsteras are gonna grow and thrive. And here is the big chunk. I don't know if we told you. Oh my God, water everywhere. I told you guys about like cast iron plants and stuff like that. So this is one of them. It's dripping everywhere, but it's fine. It's just the plant studio. This is like a growth off of the chunk. I think I showed you guys the other chunk. Yeah, I showed you it. Did I show you the different chunk? Here's a completely separate chunk. Now, cast iron plant. Yes. Can you kill it? No, you cannot. However, this is one of those things, not gonna cuss. This is one of those things where I swear it manifests thrips from the inside of its plant tissue. So I took one of these like big ass chunks like this, okay? And I took it to my sink and I took a scrub daddy and I like scrubbed it. Like I went ham on it because it was so like overrun at one point. I just chopped everything off of it and completely scrubbed it off. Put it in like a pitcher, set it to the side. The first new leaf it put out, it had thrips on it. How does that happen? How does that happen? Not this time. This is just like, I forgot about this like whole chunk and it doesn't actually have anything on it this time. I don't know how. This is what the, like the juvenile leaves look like. I'm doing a terrible job at showing you. But like when they get bigger, they get the little fingers. It's a pretty cool plant, but it is, it may be not worth keeping. If I swear, I'm gonna give it like 2 more chances tops. And if it keeps getting eat up with thrips, it's out of here. I can't do it. I literally can't do it. Okay, I'm just gonna hold these because this is like the picture. This is the picture that they're propagating in and I'm stealing the water. To water this plant. Also, oh, I told you guys that already. If you're just now joining and you're part of my memberships for my channel, I'm gonna have to do, this is just to catch the water because there is a drain hole here. At the end of the month on the 31st, we're gonna do a plant swap with Dirty Plant Hose. And when I just want to say this like every time I go live, just to remind you guys, putting this stuff back in here. I'm gonna have to do like a 15 spots, like 12 or 15 spots, depending on how many plants I can have ready. And we're gonna do a dirty plant hoe roll call the day of the trade because only so many dirty plant hoes may show up. I may be able to do one with everybody, but if too many of them show up, then I'm gonna have to do a random number selector for the people who have shown up, and then we'll start the plant trade that way, and then it'll be like first come first serve on whatever they want to trade, just straight up. You can look at my list, and I'm gonna have like a lot of average stuff, especially this first time around, because it's gonna take me a while before my collection gets like more diverse. But for now, it's gonna be 90% common stuff that you could probably find locally and stuff like that. Good, Miss Liz. We'll try it out. Yes, Tim. Yes, yes. Every time I leave the house, it seems like I'm getting in trouble. So, how the hell did you get a chunk? Well, the first chunk came to me from Darren when he worked at, no, it wasn't even when he worked there, was it? No, I think he had already left. It was from his own personal collection, and he had a trunk that was this big around. And he sent it to me, and it was like wrapped up in newspaper. And when I pulled it out, it was like a trunk that had just been chopped. And I like stuck it in a big pitcher of water, and it grew aerial roots. And here we are. That's like I'm telling you, that plant has been a wild adventure. From the beginning till now, still a wild ass adventure. The thrips like the newest growth. If you remove active growth point, you're way more likely to get rid of them. I have though. I have. I'm telling you. I've done it. Have I gotten together which plants you're putting on there? Yes, for some of it. Never done a plant trade. Any process stuff I need to know? No, we're all basically gonna go into it. Like, I've watched a couple of plant trades that were live, but there wasn't a ton of people participating. You know what I mean? So if we have a much higher level of participation, I'm not sure. It's just, we're gonna have to knock some of the wrinkles out of it as we go. But I'm gonna, try to make it as fair as I possibly can. Hey, excuse me. Cut it out. What are you doing? That's all done, and it's still leaking. This is clearly not big enough for that, but I'm gonna move it over. Oh. I know for sure I'm gonna do the Anthurium babies. I know for sure I'm doing some Paulownia repens, some silver stripe philodendron, some silver stripe maranta. There's gonna be a little tiny baby albo in there, but I'm not sure if it's gonna be ready. Like the leaf is like this big. I'm not sure if that's gonna be, the only leaf it has is like this big. I'm not sure if that's going to be ready or not. No, I have them on my other phone, the phone that I'm recording on my spreadsheet, because I'm making a spreadsheet too. And then I'm going to make it available to everybody also. Just like Andrew sent me his spreadsheet, and then I'm going to make it to where I can make it available in the chat, where y'all can just download it and look at it or whatever. But the goal is to not only get some trade stuff ready, the goal is to also get my Etsy shop open back up so that I can start making some listings on there too. That's the actual goal. But I remember that huge ass, it was a big ass trunk, wasn't it? No, like the only deadline would be like, I guess the day before, and we're gonna do it on the 31st. So that would be, or that day, like literally, I'm pretty sure you can start participating in members only lives immediately. So I guess right before we do it, that's all the time you need. I've never been able to tell the difference between a silver stripe and a cream splash. I can't really either, I'm not gonna lie. I can't really either. But now that I have a silver stripe, I think I could maybe tell the difference, but only because I've had one. You know, I used to have like a little broom, that went with my little dustpan, and I don't know where the hell it went. Sucks. I used the hell out of it. I bet you these dogs got after it. You know what? So I used to have one. We're also going to have some variegated string of hearts, babies. I brought some of this stuff in here. I wanted to start a tote. This is like my rehab tote, but it's fine. I can put the same things in there. I got a piece of dirt in my eye. Here's some of the silver stripes. So like I'm saying, I probably cut these like the day before yesterday. So they're not gonna be ready. I'm almost positive they're not gonna be ready. These marantas take forever to root. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of these maranta silver stripes. Like I said, don't know if they'll be ready. I'll be much more ready and prepared for the next one. And then, if you're, oh man, just dropped it, hang on a second. And if you're familiar with the Paulownia repens, I love that plant. I repotted it with you guys and then I screwed up the video. These are definitely ready. See the little roots? little root babies. And this is the Paulownia repens. It does really, really well in low light. It's got a real begonia type style look to it. So I've got 4 of those little babies. I'll probably double them up in a pot though, so it'll be 2 total. I have a reverted a reverted Syngonium that was modeled once upon a time. So you see, I've got some stuff. I'm getting ready for you, for sure. I want to get another Anthurium baby from you at some point to go with the other one. I've definitely got them, and I'll definitely have them for that trade. Hoyas are great for trading, for sure. So any thoughts on a community page somewhere, somehow, that isn't Facebook? Maybe a subreddit or something? I don't know. It's just... definitely not Facebook, because I completely removed it from my phone. I don't want nothing to do with it. Like, I hate it so much. Like, I can't do it anymore. But, I don't know. I think if I stick with this whole thing, like what I think I'm going to, going live and like hanging out with you guys and doing a variety of things, that's just like my life, doing a variety of things. I'm not sure if I'll have the time to commit to like monitoring it. That's my main concern. It's not establishing it or creating it. It's the moderation that is the concern. So I don't think I'm gonna have any time to moderate it. No Facebook. Yeah, I can't do Facebook. Oh, the stratum for rooting. Yeah, I've never tried that stuff either. But oh, that was the second thing I was gonna show you guys. So this is just stuff that I'm already working on rooting. Today I'm gonna move it over to like cups and go ahead and put it into the tote, because the more humid, I'm sure you guys all know this, but the more humid the environment, the faster the rooting process. This is called an Apicia. This is a part of the African violet family, and when this blooms, it has the most beautiful hot pink buds. I just think I love this plant. I really love African violets though, I'm not gonna lie. This plant right here is about to get chopped all up. So all these runners on this Apicia, that's gonna become some babies for the trade and the shop. For show. Hook me up with the Sea King stock. Man, I'm gonna hook myself up over there. It's all good. No worry. Yeah, I love the Apicia too. It's one of my favorite plants. And there's several types of blooms. There's like red and just all different variations of red, I think. But love Apicia. And they grow super easy. And they're also kind of low light, like the Paulownia repens. So it works well for me. I don't have any, if it's not supplementally lit in my house, then they're not getting hardcore light anywhere in my house. I live in a very shaded, I got a lot of trees. Shh, settle down. I have a lot of trees up over my house, so like I don't get any kind of hardcore blasting sunlight. I dream of like having a house someday with, you know, sunroom. Wouldn't that be lovely to have a sunroom? Oh my God. Yeah, Gesneriads in general. Very, very nice. I'm gonna get some plastic cups. I may have to go ahead and get some out of this bag. And I'm gonna move those cuttings over and into the tote so they can start rooting faster. These were just like, I was in the living room hanging out and everybody was watching movies, and I was going around and taking some cuttings while everybody was watching stuff. But it is time to get them moved over. I love Marantas, you guys. I cannot believe my black maranta is gone. It didn't actually die from underwatering. It died from pests. So my black maranta was like, I had to treat it so many times for the mealybugs. I guess it wasn't the mealybugs that killed it. It was me treating it for mealybugs that killed it. Very sad day indeed. That's one that's for sure on my wish list. If anybody ever has one of those one day that wants to trade or something. For sure. I'm gonna fill it all the way up. Got my plastic cup and I'm gonna stick her in here. It's gonna create humidity for all the other stuff that's in here, whilst also promoting some much faster root growth. And plus, I need my cute little cups for my kitchen. Man, what was I gonna tell you guys about? What was I watching the other night? Oh, it was an old Stallone movie, but I can't remember the name of it. It was an old ass Stallone movie. I'm like really in my 80s and early 90s movie era right now. I firmly believe that almost all the new movies that come out now kind of suck. They're all remaking the same old crap. I'm tired of watching the same old crap over and over and over again. Make something new. Which is easy to say from like my couch or whatever. I'm not like writing scripts. Doesn't matter. I want to try to keep all the like stuff in cups, because I may continue to cut off of this Paulownia and just keep putting cuttings in here as I go. In you go, buckaroo. Oh, we didn't even, I was talking about when we were Saturday when I was going live with you guys, I said we might go live and play some pool. Yeah. We didn't stay awake that long. We did not make it. Pretty bad. You want a garden atrium? Oh man, one time I saw this 70s house where the whole middle section of it where you could walk through, it was like one portion of the house was on this side and one portion of the house was on the other. But there was this big long walkway between the two houses that was completely covered in glass. And in the middle, there was a tree that was actually growing like in their house, like up and out of their house. I was like, wow. Girls, they weren't even growing plants in there. Can you believe that? What a waste. What a waste. Who would have thunk it? Or sometimes I watch just random shit and I'll see those Earthship homes. Have you ever seen Earthship homes? Those are pretty wild. Indoor, outdoor living is your dream? Yeah? I don't know. You mean just a place that's got a lot of skylights and stuff? Because I'm not all about roughing it. You know, I'm not the kind of type to rough it at all. All right, now I'm cutting some big long runners off of my Apicia so I can get this started. Y'all better pray for me today while I'm out there at the mall with my teenagers, being like, when we're in dressing rooms, and I'm like, does it fit good? How does it feel around your waist? Does it fit okay? I would rather poke my eyeballs out than go clothes shopping with two teenage boys. I don't care, I guess I like it. And then no matter what it is that we pick, it's like a 50-50 chance. They're so ready to just get out of there and leave. They're just gonna pick something that they're never gonna wear. And then I'm gonna be super pissed later because there's gonna be a pair of jeans hanging in the freaking closet that haven't been worn all year that I paid good money for. Do you think I've been through this before? Okay, I may have a little trauma from all that stuff. Like a Roman style core. Yeah, hell yeah, that looks good. You want to have 2 greenhouses someday that I can climate control so I can keep on cooler than the other and keep Highland seeds. Ooh, fancy. Fancy. Oh no, my boys don't have uniforms. No. We already went and bought shirts and stuff. And my son's favorite shirt that he picked out says pee pee poo poo, poo poo pee pee, pee pee poo poo, poo poo pee pee. That's his favorite one that he picked out. It is kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. We were playing pool the other night and it was pretty funny. I was like, are you sure you're not gonna get dress coded for that? He's like, it doesn't say any bad words. I was like, I guess you're right. I'm not sure. Have a friend who designs and builds $1 million homes. He asked what I would want in a house. I said a large atrium and a large kitchen. Hell yeah to the large kitchen, huh? With a big old island. You know what I miss? Bread. I really, really, really miss bread. And right before I started, because Casey's been on a good eating plan for a lot longer than me. So when I was more of a calorie counter, right? So I would eat garbage, but count my calories when I was doing it and then not go over calories. Does that make sense? But I didn't really eat like whole foods. I was just like calorie counting garbage. Shit, essentially. Eating shit and counting calories. But when I moved over and made the transition to actually eating like whole foods and stuff like that, I let go of bread. And right before I made that transition, I learned how to make the best homemade bread you've ever had in your whole life. Basically, it wasn't sourdough, but it was a really easy artisanal loaf that I made, okay? Smell up the whole house, smells so good. And y'all, I bought me a butter churner, and I'm not joking, okay? Don't play with me in the comments, okay? I bought a butter churner. It was really cheap too, FYI. Off of Amazon, it was like $11. And all you have to do to make your own butter is just get some heavy cream and a little butter churner, and boom, you have homemade butter. I was making homemade bread and homemade butter, and oh my God, it was so good, you guys. I brought 2 big giant loaves over for Thanksgiving. Big hit. Everybody loved it. Okay, bye, Emily. Come back later. Shield, I'm cutting back on breads and rice. White rice is the hardest because I'm half Japanese. Oh my gosh. Of course it wasn't targeted. Why do you feel that way? Maybe that's your conscience speaking of. I don't know. I couldn't say. Either way. Right at the moment, I'm using this freaking gigantic propagation thing to put water and stuff. Please, please, please look away. Look away, I'm hideous. Oh gosh. Okay, note to self, if I come live in the plant zone again, I have to bring at least 2 gallons of water, because that is not fun to pick up at all. That blows. It's not a good water source. And then Casey got all pissy about me taking water out of the aquarium the other day, and I said the whole reason why I wanted a freaking aquarium out here was so I could rob water. And now all of a sudden it's not cool, so just wanted you to know he's a real corker. That one. Okay, what's up, Marnie? So yeah, I miss bread. And not just regular bread and not regular white rice. I'm talking about that artisanal bread I was making right before I quit eating it. It's like I just wanted to torture. It's like I just love torturing myself or something. I'm not sure. These Apicias grow really fast. I put some in some water the other day and it had roots within like, I swear, 72 hours. So these are going to be really good for plant trades because they're just really prolific growers. And they're beautiful. This is a little leggy, so I'm guessing it does low light. It does grow well, but it does get a little leggy if they're not blasting it. Got a butter churner, love it. I do keto bread. Yeah, I can't even do that. So Casey can do the keto bread, but it still like messes with my skin and stuff like that. So I was eating keto bread for a really long time before I transitioned, but now I don't eat anything. But that's not because of like blood sugar or healthy eating or anything like that. That's just because I have a skin condition, and I can tell when it gets like wound up. I can tell when I'm eating things that get it wound up. So I had to like really cut down on the keto buns and the keto tortillas that I freaking love, that I could eat every meal, because I'm probably on the spectrum also. I know that when people make content about it, I'm like, wow, that sounds like super relatable. Like, I will eat the same meal every day for over a year. Which I just think it's consistency. It's like I love the food, but apparently if you do that, you may have like mental problems or something. That's the vibe I'm picking up on social media. If you eat the same thing over and over again for like a really, really long time, you probably have problems or something. Those are the vibes. Oh God, I really wish I didn't have to go shopping later today. This is looming over me. Awful. Awful. The kids are excited because they're like, can we get Chinese food? I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me in this economy? Of course we can get some food. Of course we can. Fish poo-poo water is good for the plants. I know. I know. He's just sensitive about it. He's sensitive about his tank right now because it's brand new. But trust me, I will be getting water out of that tank. And there's nothing that he can do about it. And I mean nothing. Nothing. I'm an evil villain and he can't stop me. Hey, that ain't gonna work, that toy. Bring it here. Madam. We don't do squeakers. We don't do squeakers on live. No, 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 no. No, ma'am. Oh, crap. I didn't think I had 2 of these, but apparently I have 2. You can't do that. So, also, we were talking about because my what do you call it? Service on my phone was so bad when I went into a store and was shopping that we are going to switch me over networks. We're trying to wait until a newer version of the phone comes out before I switch, so I don't get an older phone for nothing, like, you know, an upgrade. And I'm going to move over to a different phone network. And I'm hoping that fixes my problems where I don't have to pay like $60 or $70 a month for a router, because that just would really suck if I had to do that. But also, the cooler it gets out here, the easier it is for me to just drive around with you guys and for us to go get a coffee and go shopping and stuff like that. Short of my, not even talking about my service, but just the heat in the car that makes my phone overheat. Everything's going to get a lot more chill after August. You know, getting towards September and stuff like that. You'll never stop us from stealing poo water. You're absolutely correct. Casey, do you or can you do gluten-free for your skin? I can, but I just don't do a lot of it. So pretty much, and y'all, this is like ideal, okay? Like when I'm eating my ideal diet, this is what I'm describing. But I'm not perfect, obviously. I get off track, just like everybody else. I'll go a good 3 months of being perfect and on track, and then I'll have a week or so where I'm just kind of like wilding out, and then I'll get back on track again. But in a perfect world for my diet, I wouldn't be eating gluten-free snacks and stuff like that because I'm not crazy, okay? But because they have like seed oils and stuff in them and they're highly processed, I don't typically eat the gluten-free snacks and stuff like that. I used to eat all kinds of stuff, like those Atkins snacks, chocolates with like, you know, the artificial sweeteners and stuff. But when I'm on my ideal diet, I don't eat that stuff. I just eat strictly whole foods, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? And then for dessert, if I want something sweet, I don't know if, I'm sure you've heard of it, the Ninja Creamy. I pour in some of the Fairlife chocolate milk into the Ninja Creamy, and that is the dessert. It tastes like chocolate ice cream or whatever. And that's like a whole food with like a little bit of chocolate added to it, without vegetable oils and shit like that. I swear to God, I'm not crazy, you guys. I swear. My friend has allergies to anything made with flour processed in the U.S., but she can eat anything if made with flour. Oh, well, I don't doubt that at all, because Europe's processed foods have much stricter laws about what you can and can't put in it. And I've heard of a lot of people going over to Europe and losing weight, or their autoimmune issues getting better, or rashes going away and stuff like that. And it's because we have the unhealthiest food source of any developed country. I'm pretty sure we have the most poisoned food source of any developed country. I'm 100% sure of that. So it just sucks. So when you eat, like, you just like, if it comes in a package, it's probably not a go-to thing. You gotta shop the periphery of the store. Eggs, cheese, meat, veggies. Veggies are cool. I'm not like totally against it. You know, potatoes, like real potatoes. I eat all that stuff. Pistachios, roasted and salted. I like nuts. I like seeds. I like all that stuff. Like, and when my diet's ideal, I do eat all that stuff because, you know, a bitch is hungry. I'm a hungry hippo. Okay. I don't know if they make cooling pads for phones. When I looked up all that stuff, that first day my phone overheated, the only options they had are like these little zip up pouches where you put your phone inside of it completely. And I'm sure it does help your phone from overheating, but I was like wanting to use my phone, so that's not a thing. And also phone umbrellas, like a tiny umbrella that you put over your phone, but that would completely obscure me being able to see to drive. So I'm literally left with the option of just letting it cool down outside, and I have to just stream inside until it's not so intense. Right now it's storming outside. It's been this is the second day straight that it's rained. I thought y'all were gonna get some thunderstorm ASMR, but it quit thundering before I went live. Sucks. I saw some real dumb looking ones. Looked like a PC fan. Didn't look very efficient. Yeah, I saw some of the fan ones too. Miss Liz, flour in the U.S. has been genetically altered to where some people's bodies can't process it, so not so in other countries. Yeah, so like I got so off into my natural whatever diet that this was when I was making bread. But I could tell that it was making me itch. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I would get so sensitive. So I was eating so good, like whole foods, nothing processed for so long that I got super duper sensitive to anything that wasn't whole foods. And when I ate, what was it, a roll or something that we I don't remember. We went out to eat. I think it was just like a piece of crusty bread or something. I ate it and it gave me canker sores all along my gum line. And I was like, God, dude, I can't believe that. And it never used to do that to me. So eating clean for a long portion of time makes me more sensitive instead of less sensitive. So anything that I'm getting exposed to, it like is causing me to have like a rash spot or get these weird sores like along my gums, or I'll break out in like it's hives, but it's not full-blown hives. It's just like really itchy bumps all over my body. It's wild, y'all. I'm sensitive little peach, you guys. Sensitive little peach. Not even mentioning the chemicals they add to all the, I know, it's terrible. Yeah, the processing is terrible, dude. Like the stuff that, like, and I try to harp to my boys constantly about the sugar in the food. You know what I mean? And I'm like, guys, you just can't eat you can't constantly eat fake food. And that's what they want to do. Like, and I get it, because fake food tastes good and it's got a lot of sugar and it's got a lot of salt and it's banging around on the inside of your brain, making, you know, like cocaine areas and stuff light up. I get it. But you can't eat that stuff every day. And they tried to get me to like get them something or whatever. And we just can't. Like, I'm like, you can't do that. Like, no. No freaking way. I tell them that their little taste buds are going to get burned off by eating that stuff. And then they're not going to be able to like enjoy a regular meal. So at home, I make them stuff like steak and potatoes. Or I make meatloaf and fried potatoes. It's always like meat and potatoes or something like that. But either way, try to make stuff at home to where they're not constantly trying to eat something fake. It's terrible. I feel bad for people who just aren't really educated with food. You know, not that I'm not the smartest dude in the world when it comes to food. But I feel like I know a little bit of something. And with the little bit that I do know, I feel bad for people who don't know anything about it. Because they're really shortening their lifespans, you know? Tara, you could have been so used to feeling bad before that. Now it's more apparent to you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Mary. Thrips lay eggs inside of the plant tissue. That's why you have to treat again for new life cycle, no matter how hard you scrub. I knew that they put their eggs in the plant tissue, like in the leaves. But you're saying that even on the stem, like the big chonky stem, even though I scrubbed that, there's still eggs inside of it? We may need to burn it, guys. We may need to burn it. Oh yeah, that was another idea I had for a stream later this week, is I was going to cook lunch with you guys. So you guys could see some of the ingredients that I use. Oh, I lost the leaf. Damn it! And give you different meal ideas and stuff like that for some clean, wholesome meals. You know, so some clean stuff that you can feed your family, and you can feed your husbands, you can feed your wives, your significant others. And you can know for sure it's a good quality, protein rich, you know, no bullshit meals. It's probably what I should call it. I should call it no bullshit meals that you can eat and that won't kill you. But then we gotta be in my kitchen, and then I'm gonna have to scrub that thing. It's already clean, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, y'all are gonna be in there and fucking zooming in and look at all my dirty shit in there. I know you will. Don't lie. Don't be a liar. If you have to look up the ingredient in a chemistry book, it doesn't belong in your body. Yeah, Shield, but do you know how much shit we eat? You know how much shit in general? Like my parents, not my parents, but I don't really have parents. I don't know why I said that. Casey's parents is what I meant to say. My grandparents, Casey's parents, like everybody just eats whatever. And I'm not judging you if you eat whatever. I'm just saying that when I don't eat whatever and I'm around people who do, it's alarming. It's jarring. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh my God, like that's really bad for you. It's like watching someone double fist cigarettes, almost. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And I never felt that way. I've always eaten trash. Like my favorite restaurant all up until young adulthood was Taco Bell. That's all I ever, like I ate a lot of Taco Bell. I also had my gallbladder removed. And that's probably why. Because I ate just a steady stream of garbage. And I had all kinds of stuff wrong with me too. Like, I can't believe no one ever, like, I'm not blaming the people who raised me, but how did no one ever know that I was allergic to shit that I was eating? I had eczema from the moment I was born, okay? We're talking hardcore eczema, like eczema, okay? Like from top to bottom, like not a joke. And then I had, like, you ever seen someone get hot spots? Like where they sweat? They call it a sweat rash. But it'll be this big ass rash on the inside of your arm, like from here to here. Just weeping, angry, hot, giant patches, like in both of my arms and on the backs of my legs. I remember that in like kindergarten and first grade. I've had asthma my whole life, just like, you know what I mean? Like, and then I developed, I guess my body just couldn't take anymore after my second pregnancy, and that's when I developed psoriasis. But that was just an add-on to everything else I had already been through with the eczema and the hot rashes and the patches and I had to go to the doctor because I would get hives constantly. So I would get hives and then go to the doctor. And then they would be like, well, we don't know what the hell's causing you to have hives. And I'm like, well, me neither. And so I would go back like 3 weeks later and be back in there with hives again. And so they just gave me a diagnosis of what's called chronic urticaria, which just means you get hives all the damn time. Like, nobody knows why you get hives. So, and do you know how many times I considered changing my diet through all of that? Never. Never. I never considered changing my diet because I always said, no matter how bad what I was going through was, like, I knew, I was like, I can't not eat certain things. I was so addicted to, hey, can you come over here? Come here. Come here, Lilu. Quit crying. Come here. Come here. You're in your crate crying at me. You gotta come out. Come out. And the whole time I was like that and just racked with all these like problems, I never considered changing my diet because I was so addicted, so hardcore addicted to processed foods that I couldn't even consider not eating them. I couldn't even consider not having chips and salsa. I couldn't even consider not having a roll with my meal. I just told myself that I would rather be miserable and in a lot of pain rather than change my diet. And I think that worked for me for a long time, all up until my late 30s. And then I was like, oh, no, like, I'm in a lot of pain. Like, legit, like, I'm in a lot of pain. I've got to figure something out. Like, this isn't funny anymore, you know? Hey, Tina, what's up? I'll send you a plan if you meal plan for a week. It's easy. I'll show you guys. We'll cook a lot this week. We'll do some of that more. Got a new pup last week who is allergic to chicken. Come here, baby. I'll hold you. I hold you. Oh, big girl. Oh, I put a ponytail in her hair this morning, but she's already knocked it out. Allergic to chicken, and I couldn't believe how much crap and chicken meal they put in dog food. Right. So, and I talked about this a couple of days ago, but if I was a little more organized, which I'm not, then I would be making my dogs food, but I don't make it like every single day. But when I'm making scrambled eggs, or if I'm making some like chopped like hamburger meat or whatever, I'll always put a little over. It's like a daily thing. So whatever I'm making for lunch, if I'm making everybody like burger patties that are bunless, and then I put the bacon and the cheese and the mustard, all that stuff on top. If I'm making that for the day, I'll go ahead and patty up a couple of extra burgers, and then I'll feed it to like I'll do half dog food and half real food. Does that make sense? But only if I've got a good deal on some of that stuff. Like, the meat is expensive. Eggs are expensive right now. Everything's expensive. It sucks. Yeah, my pooches have to eat lamb food. Yeah, my dogs can't do chicken either, by the way. No chicken, no salmon, and no lamb. So what we do is the bison or the beef. It's the only thing we can do is bison or beef. For real, I cut back my salt intake. Went to a restaurant for the first time in months and gagged on the salt. It was bad, dude. You don't realize it. You're just, until you change it, you don't even know, man. Your mom gets hives all the time. She just takes Benadryl, never had a diagnosis. Yeah, that was me too. I would actually carry the liquid Benadryl, and I had a reaction so bad when the boys were little, just from eating like this cheese dip in a jar I bought somewhere, and it had like blue cheese in it. And apparently I was allergic to the blue cheese. And my eyes swole up so much I couldn't see. So they had to take me to the emergency room. And then now ever since that happened, I have an EpiPen now. So if something happens like that and my eyes start swelling up or my throat, I have an EpiPen. And you know how much that EpiPen cost me? I want you to guess in the comment section how much that EpiPen cost me. With insurance. With insurance. Okay? They want me to die. Just so you know. Okay, everybody get down. You're burning my arms. I did upper body and now I can't feel anything. Look at the ingredients, and chicken is usually listed even if it's not. I know. I know. You'll look like a Looney Tune in there trying to find them a good food. Everyone's going to be staring at you while you're in the aisle reading everything on the freaking package. So does my dad. Our bodies are telling us it's poison. It for sure is. Your husband hunts and fishes. He makes a huge pot of all the older meat and cooks it up. Oh, man. I bet. Dogs will eat poop, you know? So the meat is like, that's top tier. Meat is top tier. My mom eats like garbage too, but she's a boomer and that doesn't want to hear it. Yeah, you get it's a whole lot like alcoholism, and it doesn't sound fun to put that in words, okay? But it is. It's a lot like alcoholism, and it's a lot like drug use. And if someone is not ready to change, they're not gonna, because it's too widely acceptable. So if you want to eat like shit or drink or use drugs, it's totally socially acceptable to do so with food. Matter of fact, it's like the only thing left that like they're allowed to advertise to children that's like super harmful. So like you can't advertise cigarettes to children, but you can advertise like breakfast cereal that's all sugar. That's just a literal type 2 diabetic recipe book for a child. Look, don't get whacked out. Like, I fed my kids cereal. Like, if I could take back all this knowledge to when my kids were first born, they would look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, okay? I'm not lying. Like, my kids would be like huge, gigantic specimens because I would have just filled their tiny little bodies with like high protein diets from the time they were little, you know? But I didn't do that, and I just started getting things figured out later in life, and that sucks. I wish I would have done it earlier. I wish I would have done better with my kids for sure. Like, for sure. I have a lot of guilt about like what I fed them and stuff like that. I see $800 and $250, somewhere in between. I had to pay $650 cash for my EpiPen. $650, and that was after insurance. Not to mention the whole thing, you'll hear me bitching about this, I'm sure, on live, but the rigmarole I have to go through to get just regular damn drugs from like in my town is insane. Like just getting like an inhaler or something like that. Like I have seasonal allergies, and like they give me like I have the hardest time with doctors. Like you guys wouldn't even believe. EpiPens are a total racket. I agree. You would love to do a cooking stream and talk about what you found works for your dogs in more detail. I sure will. We all did, and we all wish we could take the knowledge back. Yeah. And I was so terrified. Like they had like that experience where I needed to go to the hospital, and they like had to give me an IV with the epinephrine and all that to get my eyes like unswollen. That had me so scared that I was like, oh, well, I just can't survive without this EpiPen. And nothing's happened to me like that since. And that was probably like 10 years ago. So, which I'm glad I bought it, but damn, dude. I definitely haven't needed it since then. Yeah, don't even get me started, you guys. But yeah, I cook a lot. And when I complain about the cooking, it's because I cook all the time, and because there's not a lot of convenience foods when you're eating like I'm eating. So, well, that's not even true. That's not even true. Let me go back to the real reason. The real reason is because Casey won't hardly eat leftovers. Even when he says he's going to eat leftovers, he's a liar. He lies. He's a lying, dirty liar, liar face who lies. And he likes freshly cooked food. So I will go in there and I will prep bacon and like make this big old bag of bacon ahead of time. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to cook up some fresh just because I like it fresh. That makes me want to send my fist like all the way through his face. What do you mean you need it fresh? It's already cooked. Put it in the microwave for 20 seconds and be done with it. I don't know what that means. And one time I cooked ahead like ground beef because we were doing this thing where we were making the ground beef and like melting this cheese on top and trying to make it like a taco salad or whatever. But he didn't want that. He wanted something that was fresh. So I'm just like, I have to be like a short order cook on call, because even if I cook ahead of time, he's not gonna eat that shit. I'll eat it, but he won't. He's spoiled rotten. He's a spoiled rotten head. Tons of apicia cuttings. Tons. And these will be ready pretty fast too. I'm not gonna lie, when I look at this Monstera, like Aria in here, it gives me like pretty bad PTSD flashbacks to losing some of the stuff in my collection. Not gonna lie. What's up, Shayna? Hey girl, hey. Chop up the bacon and put it in a broccoli salad. Oh, no need to do that. We eat, we eat 10 pounds of bacon every week. Are you okay? Are you alright? Are you okay? We eat 10 pounds of bacon every week. Oh! It fell right in the bucket of dirt. Let me get it for you, Bubby. Because I've got 2 teenage boys and myself. And bacon is one of those things that goes on the natural food list. Like it's something that I can eat that doesn't inflame me or whatever. So a lot of times if Casey doesn't come home for lunch, that is my lunch. It's a very French wee type of meal. I cut up some cheese. I have me a little couple pieces of bacon. I might have a couple of blackberries with it. And that's it. Like, that's my lunch. It's very Parisian most of the time, because I don't want to get in there and cook, right? Who wants to cook for every freaking meal? Not me. I can't wait for the cooler weather. I can live off soup and stews just now on a burger patty. Yeah, well, the burgers are pretty good. And we were eating steak like every day for a really long time. It was like steak. And I love a good strip steak, but you just stuff gets old. So we transitioned over to the burger patties, but it's getting old on the burger patties too. So I don't really know what's next. Where are you shopping? Okay, so today I'm going to the mall, Central Mall, and it's not a very big mall, and it's like a dying mall. Okay, so the only stores that are like worth going into are JCPenney's and Dillard's. But like I said, I don't even know if we're gonna find stuff there. We may have to go to Dick's or Academy or something like that. Like, it's either way, it's gonna be long and drawn out, and they're gonna be arguing the whole time in the car, most likely. It's not gonna be good. Poor Casey comes home and just wants a fresh meal. Yeah, well, you know, we're all trying to work here, okay? Like, I don't have time. I wish I had a wife that had to cook lunch for me every day when I came home. Where's that? I need that. Juliet or whatever. Hey girl, finally catching one of your lives. Wanted to let you know that following your health scare, I made an appointment and made sure everything was okay. Results came back clear. Good for you, Juliet. Good for you. Oh, sweet. Oh, that is so cool. Yeah. So, everybody get your checkups. Everybody go get your, whatever the checkup is. I have to call and schedule my first booby squashing episode. I have to schedule my first mammogram because I'm turning 40, and that's when they say you're supposed to start getting mammograms. So yay for that. So I'm going to go ahead and schedule my mammogram because I don't want to let that go and, 5 years down the road have a real problem with that. So I'm trying to stay on top of stuff. So that's the next health thing that I have to... Look at how little this is now. He's a tiny dude. He's got a lot more putting out some little runners for me to do. And also, you guys are so needy. You're a needy girl. You're a needy girl. Oh my gosh. Oh, Casey's been really good about taking care of his health too, which is really nice. I see a lot of people whose partners don't. Ever since he got his diabetes diagnosis, He really has. He really has, like, put it in high gear, taking care of himself. Getting swole, working out. Oh my god. I'm out of bows to put her hair in a bow. I just have the little rubber bands. She just wanted, this is the little girl that doesn't kiss me. She has no, I mean, she'll give me a kiss every now and again, like if I've got food. Other than that, she's just not into kisses. Sure, yeah. I'm not a big kissy girl. I'm not a big kissy girl. Are you thinking about biting me? Don't do that either. Jeez Louise. Oh, mercy. Mercy, mercy. I'm running out of, like, energy to do this repotting stuff, guys. Don't chew on that. Sorry. Didn't mean to blow y'all's ears out. They trying to chew on my, what you call it? Trying to chew on my stuff. No, 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 no. You're always in something. Always something. Oh my God, please don't let me knock everything over. Oh God. Hang on. That's never gonna work. Okay, I gotta go put it over here because the dogs are trying to eat the leaves. Un momento, por favor. Haha, now you guys can't screw with it. Where's my coffee? You got a Burmese mountain dog crossing the poodle. Oh my gosh. That, I couldn't imagine the size of those dukelberries. That's a big old duke you gotta deal with. Mmm. Mother's milk. Delicious. You did. Do you want to see it? Do you want to see it, Andrew? You did 2 repots. Oh, yes. Good. I only got 1 more to go, but I'm already tired. I don't feel like doing it now. I guess I can. Oh, God. I'm getting really sad thinking about having to go shopping later. My kids are very much in their, if he touches me again, Mom, do I have permission to hit him? Phase. Mom, he's touching me. Mom, he won't quit saying things to me. Are they 11? No, they're not 11. No, they're almost full-grown adults. I guess I'm just hearing that like ringing through my ears because I know that's what it's going to be like later. I'm going to be like, you know what? Everybody get your headphones. No one's allowed to talk until we get there. Then you can talk. Ew, stinky. I just cut off a leaf. You guys ever smell a stinky ass philodendron? Did you run off with that? No, sir. Ooh. Why does it smell like that? It's so stanky. All right, here we go. Oh no, I'm not gonna be able to get it out. What the F? What the F, David Blaine? Come out! Oh my gosh. Everything I do is a wreck. Give me my stuff. Does it look familiar? Does it look familiar? I've never taken it out. But look, it's alive. Look, it's trying to put out a leaf. I have been watering it, and it is alive. It's the same container he sent it to me in. That's why I was laughing when I was like, do you want to see it? It's alive! It lives! Can you believe it? You want to know why it's alive? Because it's in that freaking container. There's a good tip for you. If you send me something in a plastic cup with a lid on it, the chances of it surviving are high. Very high. I'm glad I only have one of the baby humans. I love them to death, but I remember what my brothers and I were like when we had kids. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm an only child. Like, I don't know if you guys could like guess that from my behavior or whatever, but I was an only child, so I didn't get the sibling experience growing up. So for me, when I was younger, I thought I really wanted a sibling. Like, I was so lonely. Like, I was a lonely kid. And I wanted to have, like, I was so jealous of people who had siblings. Because I was like, Dad, you just, like, got, like, ready-made friends. Like, best friends right there. But then I would go over to my friends' houses and they would not be best friends with their siblings. But I still wanted it. And I didn't plan to have like more than one child. It was like, it was a surprise. But I'm still, even with them fighting like they do, I'm still glad that they have each other, even though they fight like they do, because what if something happened to me? You know, like they would at least have, or if something happened to me and Casey, you know, they would at least have each other. You know, they wouldn't just be alone. Like, that's not good enough to really have two kids, but you know what I'm talking about. Now that we're here, now that we're all here, it's a good thing that they have each other. But whenever I say that, they're like, I'm moving far away from him, very far, and I'm never gonna talk to him. And I'm like, well, you know what? Maybe you guys will. Maybe you will move far away from each other and never talk. And then I'll just be unhappy forever. How's that sound? Let's just do that. Let's do that. That leaf is more than you've done. Well, it took a while and it's not a full leaf yet. I'm gonna stick this just like in the tote. It's the last thing in that little cup. Stick it in there with the polonias. I don't think, well, someone's gonna end up with it, but I don't think anyone's gonna want that reverted syngonium, but someone's gonna end up with it probably. I also found a begonia escargot the other day. This is that Ring of Fire. Which one's the newest leaf? This is the newest leaf right here. Super cute. Got it at Westwood's. Gonna repot it real quick. It was one of the ones that was really looking whack when I came in here and I almost got in trouble. Casey may have put up with all those plants dying the first time around, but I don't know if he'll deal with it. I don't know if he'll mentally deal with it well if we kill any more. So we're kind of on our last, like, hoorah here. Gonna die of the black lung. How many years between the boys? 16 months. There was 16 months between the boys. I remember when, because I took a home pregnancy test, and I was like, no way. There's no way that I'm pregnant, okay? And so I went and got, shh, hey, no man. Come here. So I went and got a blood test done, and I remember like having a baby carrier in my hand with my firstborn in it, and walking out of getting my blood test done that showed me that I was positive, and I was just bawling, crying, and I had a baby in a carrier and a positive pregnancy test. It was a really rough day. It was a rough day. Oh my God. Oh my God. I think about that now and I laugh my ass off. But when I was living it, I was absolutely horrified. But it's so funny now to think about it. It looked like someone had shot my dog, or like I had lost a loved one when I was walking out of there, because I was just like, the pain of childbirth was still like there. It was fresh in my mind. Like I hadn't even had time to like erase that shit before I was popping up pregnant again. So yeah, not well planned. That's for sure. Kana, is it Kana or Kana? Loves being an only child. Luckily, he is happy with his own company. He would move in with my younger brother if anything happened to me, but I totally get the worry. It's hard being a parent. Absolutely. Yeah, if you're smart, you only have one if you're really smart. If you're really, really, really smart, you probably don't have any. Evil laughter. But if you have any, it's probably better to have one. Like, sometimes I imagine, like, what it would have been like to just have one. It would have been so easy. So easy. Ooh. She's rooted. She's rooty. Ooh. I can totally see why these were getting so freaking thirsty. They barely got any soul. They don't got no soul. Oh, crap. Put too much. It's going to make me get dirt dust in my face again. I hate it. Chewy. It was on Etsy for $125. Oh, that Jenny Galaxy. Yeah, man, that looks so cool. The pink variegations always gets me on that stuff. My siblings and I fight like crazy, but when things go down, there's always someone to call. Yeah, that's nice. I hope that that's the way the boys get. Like, they're not like that now, but I hope they develop that at some point. I have 3 kids. My boys are 11 months apart. Oh, girl. Then you know exactly what I was feeling. Lily, I have 1, 7 years old. I'm 35, and I feel like I need to have 1 more. You need it? Do you need it? I don't know. How many dogs do you have? Because maybe you just need a puppy. You ever think about that? Sometimes getting up with a puppy in the middle of the night to go out and go potty like 3 or 4 times will jog your memory. And you're like, oh my God, that's right. This is awful. This is terrible. I don't want to do this anymore. I love how so thirsty now means expect regular water. Yeah, that's basically what it means. That's what it means. Guys, hey. Hey. You're out of here. You're out of here. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on. Out of here. You're out of here. Get out. See ya. Later, Tater. We're gonna start doing WWE over there on the side corner. We don't need that crap. Life pushes us forward in strange but meaningful ways. That's for sure. Yes, you guys. Regular watering. You know what? I'm the best now I've ever been with regular watering. That's because I only have like 30 plants. And I still was late. I was still late. I can't be saved. I really can't. I really can't be saved. And I'm pretty sure I said August was I say July is going to be a no-buy, or did I say August was going to be a no-buy? Either way, I got these and I'm not buying anymore. So don't tempt me. Don't be sending me links. Don't send me something off of Etsy. Y'all behave. Don't send me nothing. I can't. Hopefully my 10% off card from Seeking Tropicals is good for longer than 30 days. Hey, I'm on live. Is there anything you would like to say? No. It's okay. Love you, bye. He didn't want to say anything to you guys. I wouldn't take it personally. Just kidding. I would take it super personal. What time is it? Is he taking his lunch break? He may be home shortly. I'm not sure. I saw a couple on Etsy around that price. I saw one for like $95. I think only had like 2 leaves. Yeah, that Jenny's been around for a couple of years. I feel like. All of a sudden, need to send you Etsy links. Don't do it. I don't need any help. I don't need any help. I was legit. I know you guys don't believe me, but I swear on everything holy, I was not going to spend all that money yesterday. That was not my idea. That was my husband. Poor money management skills that I didn't fight or argue with, okay? Not mine. You see? I'm almost out of water. I need at least 2 gallons of water when I come out here. This is a joke. It's a joke. And I really don't feel like grabbing. This is joking. Don't make fun of me. Shut up. Oh God. All right. I bought myself at least a week for doing that. At least a week. Ta-da! I did it. Oh, jeez. This video is gonna get demonetized too, I bet you. The problem is that I can hold the cursing in, like if I'm somewhere where it's inappropriate, but for some reason this doesn't qualify in my brain as being inappropriate, so I'm having a hard time. Although it is inappropriate. There could be literally anybody watching this. My brother-in-law could be watching this. His wife could be watching. Would they appreciate? No, they would not. They would not appreciate this. So it's pretty dangerous, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. There's a good fish tank. I know, Tim. He's getting pissy with me when I'm taking the fish water out. And I don't know if it's genuine being pissy or if he's just messing with me, so I'm just not going to mess with it. I don't know if it's because he's like just starting it and cycling the water, if I'm like messing up. I don't know. He's probably just trying to tell me what to do. Per usual. Yeah, I forgot where the same little town. Seeking Tropical is my favorite place in town right now. Carrie is so wonderful. I really, really like her. I like her plant shop too. I like her and her plant shop. I'm just praying that everything goes good because, like I said, she's right off the highway. There's no reason why that place can't survive and thrive. I'm putting it on it. It's going to survive and it's going to thrive. I have nothing to wipe this up with. It's so bad. I really need that little tiny broom that I had out here. I feel like it's sitting out in the open. Oh my gosh. Do you guys know how many dustpans I've lost? Actual, large, you know, for your room, your dustpan. I have lost. And when I say lost, I mean lost. Probably 3 dustpans. Not this little, the tiny one I have, but I've lost 3 full-size dustpans in the past. So many dustpans that I had to order one of those full-size stand-up dustpans off of Amazon because it couldn't be lost. It has a giant pole on it and it can't be lost. So when something disappears, I have this like wave of panic because it's probably gone. Like there's no, and I swear to God, my house is not hoarded. Yeah, I have a lot of shit, but my house is not hoarded. I just don't know what happens to stuff. It's gone. It's gone. I'll just get dirty. I'll just put my arm in dirt. It's fine. I don't need it. That's usually me with everything, but I've had these same Fiskars since when I first started my plant channel. I don't know how these have hung around. And these are sharp. If you guys need a really great pair of scissors, little Fiskars, they have a little locking mechanism. This is what I use to poke holes in, like, they're so sharp. They're probably not super sharp anymore, but to put drain holes, like in the bottom of my little thingies. Like every now and again we'll be watching a movie and I just have to sit out here and like put a bunch of holes and cups and stuff, get ready to mail stuff out. It's a fun time. What's up, Willie's foliage? Yes, the Matrix did take them. What's up, Leia? I don't know where they go. I'm not 100%. I don't know. I have had so many like days where I have genuinely almost been into tears because I was doing housework and I would sit the dustpan down somewhere. And I just didn't understand why I couldn't keep track of it. And then we went and got like a couple of extra dustpans so that way I wouldn't like have meltdowns over the dustpan. And I would lose those too. They're gone. They're gone. The only dustpan that I have in this house is the one I bought off of Amazon that has a pole connected to it. I don't know. I've cleaned the garage. I've reorganized it. I've cleaned my closet out and reorganized it. I've cleaned the boys' rooms out. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where they go. Y'all, I went to the eye doctor and I got a prescription and they didn't have it, like, so my insurance doesn't pay for my contacts until next month. So they gave me some contacts that they had there as trial pair, but they're not my right prescription. They're a little less of my prescription. And y'all know, if you know anything about me, my eyes are whack, jack, completely messed up. I need pretty strong. So like every time I'm over here trying to read the chat, I'm like, it's because my prescription is not, it ain't right. I won't always be like that. I hope to God I'm not always gonna look like that trying to read the chat. But I cannot see this shit. I think my right eye is closer to my right prescription than something else. She's working on that rare plant room, and I love the Hoyas she's starting to get in. I know. I know. I was so glad that my live was actually broadcasting when we were in there the other day. That tore me up so bad that day I was in there and it was getting pixelated. I didn't know what to do. I was really like folding under the pressure of it all. Check under the boys' bed. I bet you'll find one or two. No, I've cleaned under the beds. I've cleaned under the beds. I don't know. I lose everything, including my mind. Absolutely. Yeah, socks, bobby pins, dustpans, my sanity, all that stuff is completely missing. I wonder if Casey's here. I don't see him outside. This is not a very flattering outfit, but I didn't want to put a cute... Stuck my arm in mud. I didn't want to put on a cute outfit and come in here and get covered in dirt. So sorry that this is like, sorry my appearance is so homely today. I try to look cute normally. I don't know what I'm gonna wear going to the mall today. I don't think that I'm fat by any means, but I have a lot of clothes that are very form-fitting. And I'm probably about 10 pounds heavier than I normally am right now. And I wore this, like, you know, I was showing you guys all that leopard print shit that I bought. I have this other leopard print thing. It's a full jumpsuit. So it's like leopard print pants, like stretchy pants, right? And then it's connected here to the upper part. And the upper part only goes to like right here. So you have to wear like a tube top. Let me show it to you. Let me just show you before I even waste all my time trying to describe it to you. Anyways, so I was wearing this the last time that I took the boys to the mall, and like I was pretty bloated. And I caught an image of myself in the you know, when you're walking past the stores or whatever and you just catch a glimpse of yourself or whatever, and I looked pregnant. Like I was relaxed when I looked over and caught a glimpse of myself, and it was not cute. So this is what I wore out last time. I got this from Fashion Nova. I kind of quit buying stuff from there because, I mean, clearly the quality is not the best. But here's the breeches, like the pants, right? And that all is connected to the top. So it's like one big leopard bodysuit. And then in the back, you can see here, it ties. It just ties up around the back of the neck. But here on the sides, it's just wide ass open. Like wide open spaces, Dixie Chick style. So I have to, whenever I'm wearing it, I wear like a tube top so that, you know, like the middle portion, so like no tatas are hanging out or anything. But yeah, I was walking around the mall and I guess I was relaxed. I was doing one of these, you know, where you pop a leg out and you're getting really relaxed, and I caught myself in like the mirror, and I thought, oh girl, no, no, you can't wear that for a while. Which I can wear whatever I want, essentially, you know what I'm talking about? But it was not the look I was going for that day. It looked a little maternity. They were probably thinking, that is the cutest first trimester little chick. That's probably what they thought when they saw me. Yeah, dude. It was not cool. But I do have some other cute stuff that I can wear today, besides things that hug my stomach that much. I'm just like poochy right now. I gain weight and it all goes to the back of my neck and my stomach and my SpongeBob SquarePants ass. Never anything good. Never anywhere good. But I was telling you about that last time. I put fat in all the wrong places. Looking for fat in all the wrong places. I want to put my arms down. I'm getting tired. Who texted me? Gonna grab a beef stick and shake. And can you come back here and give me a kiss? Hang on, I'm calling him real quick. I don't know if he's home or not, but... Hey, are you home? Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Really? It didn't show up on your notifications? Well, sorry. No, it's all good. I just wanted to make sure you wasn't home, because I was about to say you better come say hi to everybody or give me a kiss or something before you leave, but it makes sense that you're not here. All right, well, I'll talk to you a little bit. All right, love you, bye. No kisses for anybody. No kisses for you and no kisses for me. I'm off the phone now. Hey girl, I'm not fit me right now either. It's okay. Yeah, Shayna, it just wasn't the look. It wasn't the vibe. I'm too bloated right now for anything like that to look really good on me. Sometimes I'm a skinty queen. Okay, sometimes my stomach's flatter than others, but it ain't flat right now. I don't know what to say, because you know how I was telling you guys earlier about how you don't need to eat bad food and blah, 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 blah. Well, I ate bad food. Not yesterday, but the day before yesterday. And it's not the first time I've eaten bad food. It's like the third time I've eaten bad food back to back. I'm really struggling right now, actually. If I'm being honest, I'm really struggling with my diet. And I think it's because I've been eating clean for so long that the novelty of everything has kind of worn off of it. And I'm kind of sorely tired of eating the things that I'm eating. And I don't know. It's just hard. It's hard to stay on track. It's hard to stay on track. We went out, not last night, but not before last. I think we went to Texas Roadhouse. And I had a roll. And Casey's been eating bad too. He had some like rattlesnake bites or whatever, which is like deep fried pepper jack cheese. And we both could barely breathe when we went home that night. We were so congested from eating that stuff. And I got all kinds of canker sores in my mouth just from eating whatever. I didn't even get something that bad. I got like a fried chicken salad where they chop up the chicken strip or whatever and put it on a salad. I couldn't even eat it all. I don't know. It wasn't the worst food in the world, but it was bad enough for my whole mouth to feel like it's filled with canker sores now. I'm struggling too. Ice cream has been calling my name. So Kristen, I don't know how long you've been following me, but ice cream is my drug of choice. So whenever I was like, remember I told you guys I just would eat shit and not eat shit. I would eat really terrible food and then I would just count my calories. And when I was doing that, that was when I was addicted to McDonald's McFlurries. And the whole time I was losing weight and everything, I think I put a bunch of my I never put it on heart-shaped leaves. I always put like posts or whatever for Rachel's So-Called Life, my other channel, about weight loss and stuff. No one really, it's not specific to plants. This is more of a variety channel now, which is why I'm talking about it. But back in the day, I never mentioned it. Even when I was thinner then, I still had bad psoriasis. Like, there was no difference in like how big my spots that I suffer with were. Like, they cover a certain amount of real estate like on my body, and there was no shrinkage of that real estate. So I was thinner, but I wasn't any healthier with my skin. So it wasn't until I stopped eating the McFlurries that my skin got better. Does that make sense? So I got to my goal, like, not last year. Maybe it was last year. God, I'm so bad with dates, y'all. I know for sure last year I was at my goal weight. I'm 5'4", and I'm 5'4", and my weight back then when I first started dieting down really hard was 132 pounds. That was as low as I got. Welcome to the official Dirty Plant Hose, Emily. Welcome, welcome. I've been following you a long ass time. Oh, dude, McFlurries are so good. Yes, yes. And I told you guys that they put in a freaking Dairy Queen right down the road, and it was right when I stopped eating all that stuff. It was like I felt like Satan himself was setting up shop and just trying to screw with my head. Just trying to screw with my head. So it's not good. But yeah, so when I got down to my goal weight, which was 132 pounds, either last summer or the summer before, I'm sorry, time eludes me, I had just as bad psoriasis, if not worse. So it wasn't until this year, and I started eating this way in April. Yeah, April, May, June, or the 3 months that I've been like of course, this past week I've fallen off track a couple of times. No big deal. But April, May, and June were the really hardcore months that I did this eating this way, you know, and my psoriasis spots have reduced in real estate, that's the best way I can describe it, by 75%. So I'm probably 10 pounds up from where I was a couple summers ago, but my skin looks completely different. So it truly, truly is, when it comes to inflammation, for me, not for y'all, but for me, it truly is, when it comes to inflammation and psoriatic arthritis and psoriasis and autoimmune diseases and issues. The root cause of those things for me in particular is diet. And now I know that. I always was wondering, was it diet? Was it just my genetics? Like, is my immune system just kind of wacky? Like, I had chicken pox like 3 times when I was little because my immune system just wasn't behaving correctly. And I figured ever since then, I was like, well, that's just me. My body's kind of whack. That's why I have autoimmune issues. That's why I struggle so much. But now, after doing this cleanup thing for 3 months, there is no denying. There is zero denying that I am highly allergic to the standard American diet. And I have been highly allergic to the standard American diet my whole life. And I'm just now figuring out how to eat without causing my body like extreme levels of inflammation and, you know, breakouts and chronic urticaria and all that. And like, I already lost my gallbladder. Like, there's no getting that back. But I bet you if I would have like learned these things a lot sooner, I probably still have a gallbladder. Like, my body's just been flailing for so long, like just struggling. And I'm really kind of just like glad that I figured it out. I feel extra disappointed in myself right now just having this conversation with you guys and talking about it. I feel so disappointed in myself for cheating on this diet and like having sugar and eating ice cream and stuff like that. I feel so bad because in all reality, like, that is so bad to do to myself, you know? I know I'm only human, but once you start to cheat, it begats more cheating. It makes you want all that stuff more. So now that I had ice cream a couple of days ago, oi! That's all I can think about is ice cream. I want more ice cream. You want to know why? Because I had some. And it's just like, I told my Nana, this is funny. I told my Nana the other day, I was in the mall getting stuff for the boys because school's coming up. And she was like, and I walked past the Great American Cookie Company. I don't know if you have a Great American Cookie Company where you live, but it's a delicious cookie bakery franchise. It's not a crumble cookie. If you think crumble cookies are good, you are on drugs, okay? Fight me in the comment section, chat, because I don't want to hear it. Crumble cookies suck ass, okay? You want a cookie, you go to the Great American Cookie Company, all right? Delicious cookies. I'm walking past the Great American Cookie Company. I'm on the phone with my Nana, and I'm like, oh my God, the smell of these cookies, right? And my Nana's like, can't you just have one? Can you not just have one cookie? And I had to explain to her that I could have one cookie, but then like I'm an alcoholic to where I'll wake up in a ditch somewhere with like whipped cream all over my chest and like cookies spread all over my face, and I just wake up in a ditch somewhere because I'll black out and eat everything. Like that's just the way it is, especially with sugar with me. And my Nana got a real big kick out of it. She was like, well, at least you know you can't handle it. And that's just the way it is. I know I can't handle it. I am straight up addicted to sugar, carbs, bread, all the delicious things. I am straight up addicted to that stuff. And if I have a little bit of sugar or ice cream or bread, it takes me a solid week to get over it before I'm back to being like my normal self and feeling like, oh, okay, I'm not craving that shit every 5 seconds. It's horrific. It's really bad. Have you guys, like, let me see. I want to say, have you tried a super restrictive diet before? Because I've never done it all up until April. Before that, it was restrictive, but only like calories. Like I ate everything on the menu. Restrict, bitch, you cannot spell. Restrictive diet. I'm just curious if you guys have ever tried anything like that. Like, have you ever got a diagnosis where you had to like try a really restrictive diet? Because let me tell you something. It is so hard. Sometimes I think that people who've never tried a restrictive diet are like, it's fine. I don't know what your problem is. Why are you bitching about it? But it is hard. Like, it is really hard. If you've been diagnosed diabetic, which I know a lot of people in my chat have probably been diagnosed diabetic because of the age group we all are. And it's just, it's really hard. I'm just curious. Oh, yeah, you all have? Wow, I was so late in the game trying something like that. I had never tried it all up until this year. That's crazy because I was just so reserved to the idea of, like, I just couldn't do it. Like, I can't believe y'all have done it. I just was straight up like, no, I'm not going to try it because I know I can't do it. But you can. You can do it. What's up, SKV373? You're carnivore? Ooh, that's hard. That is really hard. You had really bad eczema until you stopped eating gluten. Totally get it. I can't hear anything. I'm in a work meeting, but I'm excited to be a member. Oh, man, this is your first YouTube channel that you're a member of? Oh, Emily, that is so sweet. It's so hard, but it will save your life from all those autoimmune diseases. I know, that's pretty much SKV. I'm carnivore adjacent. Like, I'm whole foods, and I eat an occasional berries, an occasional potato and stuff like that, but pretty much keto-vor, if you're familiar with any of those terms. My gut and skin are super affected by diet. Once I start eating bad, it's really hard to turn around. It really is. It is, Kristen, because I still keep treats in the house for my boys, but not as much as I used to. I've cut it way down. Way down. Like I said, the shame that washes over me when I think of like how I used to grocery shop is pretty intense. Pretty intense. I went on a health journey after I had my boys 10 years ago. I went through a huge health journey. It changed my entire life. I'm also 5'4". What's up, my fellow shorty, Stephanie? Sweaty, not sweet. Can you make yourself homemade ice cream with, oh yeah, for sure. So I was telling everybody earlier, I don't know if you were here yet, but I bought a Ninja Creamy, and I buy the Fairlife chocolate milk, and I just freeze it. There's no other ingredients. That's the recipe. So if you guys have heard anything about the creamies, or if you've been on the fence about them, I would definitely invest. We've used it every night, twice a night since we've had it. And to me, when you make a Fairlife chocolate creamy, like when you prepare it or whatever, it comes out, to me, it tastes like a Wendy's chocolate frosty. And then I take sugar-free Oreos and crush them all up, and I pour the sugar-free Oreos into there, which it's a processed sugar-free Oreos, okay? But we're talking like 3 little sugar-free Oreos, and mixing them up in the creamy, and it is so freaking good. It's the next best thing to a McFlurry or a Blast or something like that. So it's made my life like livable, because I actually have a ice cream alternative. You're only 5'1". Oh my gosh, you're a real shorty. You're just a teeny baby. My daughter is like 5'7" or 5'8", so she's quite a bit taller than me. And all my boys are taller than me now, and Casey's taller than me, and my other son's taller than me, so everybody's taller than me now. 5'4" is the low block these days. But I like it. My youngest son really was scared he wasn't going to grow. Like, he would ask me all the time, Mom, do you think I'm going to hit my growth spurt this year? Do you think I'm going to hit it? And I would just be so terrified and telling him, like, yeah, baby, this is the year. This is the year. But he hadn't hit puberty yet. You see what I mean? He was wanting this puberty growth, but he hadn't been through puberty yet. And so finally, when he hit puberty, thank you, Jesus, he put on some height, because I was so scared he was going to be like my height or shorter. I thought he was going to be a little 5'2" baby. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? Short kings are very handsome. My point being, he did not want to be a short king. Like, that was not part of his trajectory and planning. He did not want to be a short king. So I'm so glad, hallelujah, that he put on a little bit of height. I wouldn't want to like have to talk him off a ledge every day over that, or buy him lifts for his shoes or something. I'm glad we didn't have to go down that road. I had to dip out for a meeting, but wanted to throw this out there. DPH Discord server. It can be invite only and can allow communication between hoes without being out in public. That's the best idea yet. I do have a Discord account, and that's the best idea yet. Good idea, Andrew. Kids be tall these days. I'm 5'6", and I'm probably the shortest. I don't know, man. You're taller than everyone in your family. How tall are you, Tim? My son is a giant. He can pick me up and carry me around. He's 13. His dad is 6'4". Damn. That's tall. Ooh, we aren't really tall. We're not really tall, but Casey's brother's kids, they're huge. They look like they grew up underneath power lines or something. They're really tall. I've been 5'7" for way longer than I thought I'd be. Did your mom promise that you'd get taller? I think I promised him he'd get taller. I really stuck my ass out there. I really did with that promise, because I could have been totally full of it. Oh, thank you, Lord, for testosterone and growth spurts. Because I could see him coming home to roost and being like, "What the hell, Mom? I thought you said." Like, I'm so sorry. They do look like they grew up under power lines. They are huge. I think one is 7 foot tall, and I'm not shitting you. They're huge. I don't know what they feed those kids. It's a lot, whatever it is. That's the last of my coffee. That's all. I'm not very productive today. I'm sorry, guys. What do you want to do tomorrow? You want to cook lunch with me tomorrow? Do you want to go shopping with me tomorrow? I have to go shopping for sure at Walmart tomorrow. Would you rather cook? Poll time. Because I need to know what we're doing tomorrow. I'm going to have to plan ahead for it just a little bit. What are we going to do? I got to close this poll. Scheisse. Oh, scheisse. 83% of you have tried a specific diet that is wild. I thought it would be way less than that. I guess I'm just behind. Like, I never tried anything like that. I just quit before I ever got started. Let's see. What? You guys are like, bitch, you can't type. Are you watching me type? Can you see me type? This is revealing. What are we doing tomorrow? Are we going to Walmart? Are we cooking? Are we... What else can we do? You want to see that Walmart man? That mother... We can't do that. Oh, Walmart, cooking. What else do I have to do tomorrow? Hang on. Let me use my brain for like half a second. It's gonna be really hard. Gotta go to the mall today. I'm going to Walmart tomorrow to finish up their school supplies. What am I doing in the morning? I gotta redo my nails. That's definitely not gonna win, but we'll use it. What are we doing tomorrow? Here comes. Look alive. Look alive. Oh God, I know. I can't control my mouth, Andrew. I'm gonna get demonetized again. That fucking Walmart, man. You know what's messed up about that whole Walmart interaction is because the streams were separated, okay? The one where everybody unsubscribed from me and called me a bitch was the one where I said the Walmart man was hassling me. But the one before that was the Walmart shopping. And I said when I walked into the Walmart and I was walking past that guy, I said, there's that fucking guy that hassles me all the time and he always wants to check my receipt every single time I go in. And by God, he did it the same exact day. But those two streams weren't connected. So it looks like I was just getting irrationally angry about someone checking my receipt. But I swear, I don't care. You can check my receipt all day. I just don't want the same guy checking my receipt when everybody else is walking straight through. You get me all worked up. Who called me a bitch? I don't know. Nobody called me a bitch. I don't know. Normally when I'm by myself, I was so preoccupied with the live that I wasn't, like, I was looking at the comments and like holding my phone. I wasn't paying attention to what exit I'm going out. But normally I avoid that guy altogether. And if he's standing on one side of the exit, I'll go to the other exit. It just so happened I was so preoccupied with the live that we happened to capture that. That Walmart man. You know what else happens with that Walmart man? So whenever the holidays come around, and y'all are going to think I'm the Antichrist. Listen to this. No, I don't think he's checking me out. I saw someone say that in the comment section, that he's probably just trying, he thinks I'm attractive, but I don't think that's it at all. It's a very confrontational type of energy. It's not a, hey, pretty mama. Like, he sounds like that when he's talking to me, but he's not projecting that energy. He's got a way different energy when he's talking to me. Y'all are going to get me all worked up. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, my God. Oh, God. I can't even remember what I was saying. That Walmart guy got me so worked up. Anyways, those two streams the other day were disconnected. I called it, though. When I walked into Walmart, I said, there's that guy who always gives me, hassles me. And then when I left, sure enough, he hassled me. I get hassled a lot, though, y'all. I'm beginning to think perhaps I'm the problem. Okay? Turd haps, I'm the problem. What are we doing? We're cooking tomorrow, baby. I'm going to leave this poll up. If you haven't voted yet on what we're going to go live and do tomorrow, hit the poll. I also saw... I'm also going to, what was I going to say? leave this poll up until the end of the stream. But I noticed when I was looking at my analytics that 30% of the people who watch me live are not subscribed. So if you're having a good time today, if you like hanging out, if you like looking forward to a live stream that you can join all the days of the week, Monday through Friday at least, be sure and go and hit the like button and be sure and subscribe, okay? We are now a lifestyle live streaming channel. Get into it. Get into it, yeah. Oh my God, Tara, that's what I was about to say. Are you gonna bust me out? Like he sings Christmas carols. So, oh my God, Tara. Tara lives locally. She knows who the Walmart guy is in the comment section. Oh my God. Yes, that's the one. Yeah, I'm a real YouTuber again. I'm back, baby. I'm back, baby. Okay, so yes, so he also sings Christmas carols during the winter time. So I'm sure some people enjoy the Christmas carols. I'm not saying he has a bad voice, and he doesn't have a bad voice. He has a nice voice. Okay? This is so fucked up. He has a nice voice, okay? It's not the singing that I have a problem with. But he bellows that shit out, like all across the store. This is a big-ass Walmart. I can hear him singing no matter where I'm at in the Walmart, okay? And it's not, I'm not a bah humbugger, okay? I like the holidays. I love Christmas. I like carols, okay? I don't want them to be saying at me a cappella in the Walmart. I don't want it. I've never once complained, okay? I've never once, because I don't want to feel like the biggest asshole in the whole entire world to go up to the service desk and be like, can you please tell this guy to shut the fuck up? Because I know it makes me a piece of shit, okay? So I don't want to go complain about it, but I am mentally disabled in some certain ways, okay? And I have triggers, okay? And one of those triggers happens to be grown ass, 6 foot tall men screaming, hollering, being booming and loud, okay? I don't like grown ass men being freaking loud, okay? And when I go in and it's freaking the holidays or whatever, he's like, bah, bah, bah. And I'm like, I just want to get my fucking groceries, okay? Like, I don't want all this. I don't want it. Make it go away. Oh my God, you guys are really gonna... Oh my God, you guys, this is so embarrassing. Okay, no more F-bombs, no more F-bombs, no more F-bombs. So whenever I walk in when he's singing like that, it really does set me off, okay? Sometimes, you know how I told you guys I have that globus sensation in my throat that like wells up and makes it hard for me to swallow sometimes? Just walking in and him doing that is enough to make that shit swell up in my throat and give me a problem. Like, he causes me to have waves of anxiety over my body because I know he's confrontational with me. He's yelling as soon as I walk in, I just want my groceries. You know what I mean? I just want my groceries. And yes, singing is the new unwanted touching, okay? I don't want it. I never asked for it, and I don't want it. Now, if you're just singing and you're like on the street or whatever and you're a street performer, there's nothing wrong with performing like to people. Like, I'm totally supportive of that. I just don't want it in my face at Walmart. Okay? Terry, back me up, please. Back me up. We will need a Christmas time Walmart. Oh my God, you're going to see it. Oh, I'll take you. Oh, I'll take you and you'll see it. And then you'll be like, Rachel, that's kind of fucked up. The singing's kind of nice. I wish someone sang at my Walmart. No, you don't. Okay? No, you don't. You don't need that. If you want Christmas caroling, you put it on in your ear like a normal person. Put a Bluetooth headpiece in and get over yourself. Oh, God. You will get it. You'll get it. You'll get the Christmas Walmart man, because I go to Walmart quite often. I think it's a good thing for us to go do with one another, especially when I'm on live stream. And if I've got to experience it, why not you guys too? Oh, I can't anymore with that guy. It really is through the whole store all the time. Tara is, she can back me up. I'm not making this shit up. It's for real. And he starts the Christmas singing way ahead of schedule, by the way. He'll be Christmas singing as soon as freaking Halloween's over. So annoying. So annoying. Anyways, guys, now that I've been worked up into a complete and total tizzy, now I can feel my blood pressure is high. Just thinking about that asshole Walmart guy. Maybe next time I go in there, I never look at his name tag because I don't want any confrontation. So I stare at the floor. But next time I go in there, I'm looking at his name tag. I want to know what his name is. At least he does, Philip. What a great guy he is for waiting. He's driving us all insane. You know, I've wondered before, has anyone ever complained about him? The vibe has changed. That's because you guys always bring up the Walmart guy because you're always trying to get me worked up, okay? This can go from a friendly plant channel to HRH in the snap of a finger, if we want to talk about the Walmart guy. We're going to go to the mall, and there's no idiots there singing at the top of their lungs on a normal basis, so I think that we're going to be okay. But either way, it's still not going to be great. It's still not going to be great. No, we're not going to ever talk about the Starbucks mishap ever again. I don't know if I'll ever be going back to Starbucks because I don't want to get in trouble. And I have, like, things that I say that are just automatic and they're not meant to be any type of way, but when they come out automatically, they come out bad. And then I can't keep my mouth shut, like, after experience like that. So, no, we're never going to cover it. We're going to bury that along with every other else thing I've fucked up in the past. Bury it all under the rug. Look away. Look away. Oh, God. Oh, you would, Tina. You guys, I'm so glad that you loved it because I had some people who were really fucking upset with me over that. But, look, and if you're rewatching this playback and you're upset with me over that, look, I did not mean any offense to anybody. I was just, when you're live streaming, you're going to cut up with your friends, okay? And y'all that are in my live streaming chatting with me, y'all are my friends, and I was just cutting up. Like, I didn't mean no harm. I didn't say anything to anybody's face, you know, no big deal. Like, I was just cutting up. No big deal. No big deal. And when you're live, you're unscripted. And some shit's gonna happen. Like the Walmart dude, like the Starbucks incident. And we are just scratching the surface of potential shit that could go wrong. And it takes a lot of balls to be live. It takes a lot of balls to be unscripted. There are a lot of people on YouTube who wouldn't dream of going live for any length of time because their personality is so scripted for you that they wouldn't even dream of going live like that. So those are just the punches that come with being live. You got to learn to roll with them. And I have accepted that I may lose some people over the course of being live and saying things, you know, that I can't make my personality be to where I'm palpable for everybody, right? Like I'm going to be palpable for some, but not for others. So that's just the way it goes. You know what I mean? Hopefully everybody that's here and hanging out and chilling with me knows that I'm not like, I'm a bitch. I'm 100% serving cunt all day long, every day. But I'm not confrontational. Okay? That's the difference. That's the big difference. Marnie, don't start. Don't start. Don't fucking do it, Andrew. Oh my God. You don't want to know, Philip. You don't want to know, Philip. You might potentially hate me afterwards. You never know. Oh my God. No. You know, and I left that shit up. And there's a lot of people upset with me about that, and I left it up because fuck it. Hey man, I don't know what to tell you. There's a lot of fucking channels on YouTube, bro. That's all I know to tell you. That's all I know to tell you. Yeah, yeah. Marnie, please get it together, okay? Please. You done passed out. Is my voice super soothing, Shield? Anyways, I gotta get off here before I say some fuck shit that I can't take back. That's another F-bomb for today's live. I hope that you enjoyed it. We repotted a couple plants. We talked about the incidences. We rehashed the Walmart dude again. And yeah, we did lots of fun stuff. We're just chilling out here today. Tomorrow, now that I'm ending the stream, we are cooking. We're gonna cook a lunch. We're gonna cook a healthy, whole foods, satiating, satisfying, high protein meal brought to you by the plant madam herself, who also happens to be the kitchen madam. Today's flex. Ooh, you didn't know I was working with all that, did you? Oh, turn this away. Oh. Don't forget to work out, kiddos. Upper body tomorrow. Love you. Bye, guys.